Hello and welcome back, my fellow Slayers. Heir of Grudges here. Again, I hope your hair is spiked and dyed to that perfect hue of orange, because it's going to get real, folks. In fact, it's getting real right now because Archaon is going to attack us on the turn end. I just hit end turn, by the way, right before I started recording, so you didn't miss anything else. We were just going through the turn end that was about to come through. It says that he's going to win, and win big. I disagree and struggle to understand where and how they're coming up with such nonsense. Now, Archaon is extremely strong. We'll need to be quite careful of him, but I have 3 cannons with grape shot. Like, I don't think this is going over too well for Chaos, but, you know, let's give it a shot. Let's see. We're going to take a look here and see our best targets. Why is this cannon not select with the other ones? Is it because it's a... I don't know what's going on there. Oh, their Hell Cannon may have just gotten KO'd on the very first shot, and all it accomplished was it fired a single volley at Malakai. I'm gonna let my cannons finish off the Hell Cannon because it's extremely important that that target be completely KO'd. It might get one more shot, unfortunately, because they didn't fire very fast. No, we already broke it. Hell Cannon's done. All right, we're going to target Archaon. And we've got these other important targets, so we're going to make Chaos come towards us. They are already wasting their magic on my gyros. I'm going to bring my gyros in and actually start shooting up their sorcerer. Oh my gosh, Archaon just got his entire shield dropped on that particular volley. I'm gonna move, now that they don't have a Hell Cannon, you'll notice that I occupied a nice choke point here. So I'm gonna move in to this choke point and set up nice little defense here. Got the warriors at Dragonfire Pass. So I'm gonna have like just some standard dwarf warriors up front. I'm gonna back them up with these. And we're gonna keep our guns back here at a respectful distance. Let's go see how we're doing against Archaon. We're doing very well, and our gyros are doing well. They're getting hit with some Spirit Leech, which definitely sucks, but we are getting major work done against Archaon and his sorcerer here of fire. Our cannons are brutally powerful, and remember that if they have ammunition left and I switch to grape shot as they approach, it's just going to get even uglier. So I don't know if you all remember the grape shot or not, but it is just brutal. Archaon's moving around a little bit, doing a little dodging, weaving. It's understandable. We're going to continue to target him, though, and I'm going to start doing damage to this Sorcerer Slanesh. Getting hit by these stupid skirmish horsemen. I'm going to have to dodge around a little bit. I'm actually going to pop Spirited Krungmi up right on top of these. I don't think that it despawns anymore at this point. So we're gonna bring it on in. And I'm gonna use this missile. Can we use the missile just down here into the midst of that? I think it's maybe good against singles. I don't remember what it's good against. We gotta shoot Archaon before his shield gets back in. Alright, I'm gonna keep the Thunder Barge just right here behind him. And again, I don't think it despawns at this point. I think they have to actually kill it if they want it gone, which obviously I'm not gonna make easy for them. Let's start killing some of these trolls here. Spirit of Grungni doing its thing. Archaon in big trouble. What? Just hit a Spirit Leech, but something else going on our gyro. Some kind of... Okay, it was a bit of a spell, I think, from this Nurgle. Zinch Lord. No, it was maybe the metal. I don't know which one it was. Oh my gosh, man. Spirit of Grungni is owning. It's already got a bunch of kills. And we've got this really defensible position. I'm going to leave my Slayer pirates to kind of guard the rear. I'm going to actually move these guns up here. Move these guys right here. And I'm going to put my Slayer pirates kind of facing out. Bring these up here. Yeah, we'll just kind of guard these spots. Oh man, our gyros are taken some hurt, probably from some horsemen, but we did get rid of Archaon. I'm gonna move these gyros over here, and I'm gonna bring the Spirit of Grungni. How did they... Really? They can just walk through my line right there. Okay. That seems extremely unlikely. All right, well, one of my cannons is getting a little bit messed with. I'm gonna switch to Grape Shot on the others, and like I'm gonna start Grape Shotting like this Mirror Guard that's coming in. And I need Gotrek and Felix to get in here. I've got reinforcements coming to plug up the hole that we ended up with over here. And I'm gonna move my guns just a little bit further this direction, and I'm gonna actually throw my Doomseekers in over here as well. Again, Spirit of Grungni is just completely owning right now. I'm actually gonna tell my guns to shoot these horsemen so they can't keep hurting the Spirit of Grungni. They're kind of cheesing through me with their chariots and their chariot hero here, so we'll just turn multiple gun units onto it as well and start shooting. But I mean, despite the little bit of damage they're getting done here, they're in bad shape. I don't know what I just moved there by accident. Stupid hounds. All right, the warhounds got through, and then that chariot got through, but again, there's really nowhere for the AI to go here. They're gonna do a little bit of bombardment. I'm gonna bring the Spirit of Grungni in right behind here. I've got one cannon left that's got the Grape Shot open, but I don't know what it's shooting at. If it shoots at my own units here, it could be quite bad. I might actually turn the cannon off, because I'm worried that we're just gonna friendly fire at this point. They're just doing hard cheese for my cannons at this point. And they're gonna get one of my cannons here. The cannon won't flee for whatever reason. It's just sitting there and letting the hounds, yeah, they let the hounds completely destroy it. So unfortunately, I'm out of cannon there, which really sucks because that cannon was extraordinarily powerful. I'm gonna get my gyros firing here. Will these horsemen be dead already? Like, how long are they gonna be alive? I feel like those horsemen have done way more damage than they should have been able to get away with. Archaon's alive. What? How did he live? I hadn't noticed that earlier. Well, despite them getting a little bit of action here at the end, I mean, ultimately they're getting shut down. So Chaos was utterly defeated here. We got 300 kills on the airship. And we did lose a cannon. I'm not thrilled about losing the cannon. In fact, I'm pretty irritated about losing the cannon because this little hole in my line over here was tiny. And that is some very convenient circumstances that the AI was able to maneuver through that tiny hole without getting stuck on my units there. So again, a convenience beyond a convenience. I'm gonna blast this Chaos Warrior with some Grape Shot on the way out the door. If I don't mind, and I don't. Okay, so we killed that on the way out the door. There is an Exalted Hero that got away from me over here, which I'm not thrilled about that. As soon as the Grape Shot can, come on, turn around, get these guys with some Grape Shot before they get off. Know how long it takes to turn the Grape Shot. Well, now they're out of range, the Grape Shot, because it took them so long to turn the cannons around. I'm gonna keep the airship headed this way for a minute and just kill off some of these routing units. I sent my Doomseekers to chase the Severed Claw. Turn them around and we'll see if we can get up to the Severed Claw. But yeah, the airship should be able to help clean some of this up. I'm gonna clean up as much of it as we can, just that way we don't have to face it again. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get those cannons back. Because the cannons were immensely powerful, and we really ought to be keeping them on hand. Golly, the airship cleaned house here, 400 kills. And we're gonna just kind of continue to clean it on up. Anyway, I'll see you all back on the campaign map. I mean, the way those cannons died too seemed a little bit horse crappy to me. Like, it was like an enormous amount of damage really quick from the hounds, which I don't remember like what the stats on the cannons look like in terms of armor, but I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I'm pushing the X button to doubt on that one. I am going to go ahead and just take the Oath Gold and the extra treasury. Replenishment would be kind of handy, but I'm going to have to figure out something to replace those cannons. And now we actually have Wulfric approaching our other army, but here it says that the auto-resolve is in our favor, which I think we could win this quite easily, but the auto-resolve is extremely favorable to me here, so I'm actually going to take that. And again, I'm going to take the Oath Gold and the Treasury. We're going to stack up as much Oath Gold and cash as we can. And this I was kind of expecting, because again, the AI, instead of coming to defeat my armies and getting a decisive victory and using it, they're just going to try and conquer minor settlements that you left unguarded, because that's all they're programmed to do. And every time I bring this up, it seems like someone comes in to defend the AI. Well, Air, that's actually a pretty good strategy, because in real life, you know, asymmetric warfare and like guerrilla stuff, this is not a good strategy. When was the last time the AI beat you by taking one of your unguarded settlements? The only way the AI is going to beat you is if it comes and destroys your army. And so this is not a good strategy. It's a nuisance. It's going to cause me maybe a little bit of money. I'm going to have to come back and deal with it at some point. It's annoying because right now I don't have the army to do it. But it won't beat me. So like, for instance, okay, you took my minor port settlement. Congratulations. Now I just defeated Archaon. I just defeated Wulfric. I just defeated Throgg. And I'm going to walk right into the headquarters of of Wulfric's faction right here, and there's nothing they can do about it. Like, absolutely nothing they can do about it. So again, you've gained no victory because you haven't stopped my armies. And I feel like that's the thing here. Stalking hewers. Attribute stalk for goblin hewers. That'd be pretty funny. Attracted talent, so 2 rank for goblin hewers. I'm just looking at some of these rewards here. Weathered hewers. Experience gain for them. We finished this one that gave us treasury. And then we finished this one that gives our goblin hewer a perfect vigor. And then lightweight frames, vanguard deployment. Okay, all right, so there's plenty of good stuff going on there. Plenty of good stuff. Malakai stood his ground here. I'm going to look at the units that we're able to recruit. I think we are just short of being able to recruit cannons, if I remember right. Oh, we're getting close to thunder barges, though, and that will be very exciting. Yeah, here's the cannons. So let's build this so we can replace the cannon. It also gives us the option to bring in goblin hewers if at some point we need to. I don't believe we need to at this point in time. Gyro bomber. I do want to go ahead and build this. Very expensive, but by building it, it brings me one step closer to being able to unlock the assembly line, which is where we can get thunder barges. So I feel like that's a step we want to take. Unit experience gain, airship crew, circle of influence. I'm not going to spend any more of that money. Let's go ahead and save it. We'll start trying to earn some more. I'm going to let this army replenish, and then we're going to try and get that cannon. I don't know, though. We could just push these guys right now because they're weak to us. And then, by the way, someone was saying that we don't want the money up here. We want the growth, which is what I'm trying to set in place here in these red settlements, because I think you don't earn as much income in those settlements. And I think the growth is a little slower. So we'll see. We'll kind of work that out. I don't really want to hold these red settlements, but if I don't capture them, the AI is just going to come back and resettle them every 2 seconds after I leave. So I feel like I'm kind of, you know, like, you just have to do it. Like, I don't know that we really have a better option at this point. Let's go with Earbeard and Iron Willed.
Explosives expert.
And we do have Demon Slayer already. Ancestral Grudge is going to be against Greenskins, but we also get a boost in weapon strength in general, but we could also just get that by finishing Woundmaker here.
Greatest inventor.
Let's go with Prodigious Swordsman.
Shut your mouth.
And then Thorgrim. Shut your mouth. I like that. That's very direct. And let's see here. Get the Zufbar. 42 pounders.
You and whose army?
Eric Bar Handshake would be a good one. Okay. There we go. So we've taken care of the skill points. Grombrindle's army should have finished just a little bit of recruiting here, and sure enough, here comes Tamurkhan, the Maggot Lord. He's got a huge army there. I'm not going to have a whole lot of defense here. We get a few units, so we're going to need some help back here. I can get a Master Engineer here. I feel like we should take whatever we can get. Blood of Grundy research, so we get 5% research rate, physical resistance. Ammunition and missile strength for artillery would be pretty cool. Let's do that.
Ready to do the guild's bidding.
Seems like a better trait for the engineer. All I have here is a goblin hewer right now. Man, the Norgrimlings would be good, but they are so very expensive. Let's take a look at the other stuff we have available to us. Right? That Grudge Bearer not going to do me a whole lot of use at the moment. And then from the global, again, if I think about what we can get here, because we don't have a lot of money, so I'm not sure global's the way I want to go. I might just recruit a couple more Dwarf Warriors for now, just to kind of shore up these ranks a little bit, and then we'll kind of see what we want to do. I need to save up a little bit of money. It'd be awesome if we can get a good load of Grudge Settler units, which we might, because we're working towards that next Age of Reckoning. Again, we could take the Regiments of Renown as well, and maybe I should, because if Tamurkhan attacks us, we'll definitely want to have everything we can get. But let's go ahead and just kind of end a turn here, get our skill points back, try and make a little more money. Well, here he is. He didn't wait. So Tamurkhan came up and attacked me immediately, so I should have taken the Regiments of Renown, because he's here now. Now, if I look at what he's got Warriors of Nurgle, Chosen of Nurgle, great weapons. He has got a majorly strong army here, and I don't know that we have any prayer of defeating it. He's got his stupid Toad Dragon, too, which would be really hard to kill. And despite how good Grombrindle is, and he is good, I just don't know that we have the means to pull this off. I don't know, though. We got a Goblin Hewer. If we could lure him in close enough, we could certainly do a lot of damage. But there's also Rot Knights. We got a lot of issues here, but let's just see what we can accomplish. Just getting started. Nurgle's trying to use some kind of giant pus bucket on me or something. Yikes. I'm glad he didn't use that any better than he did. But the problem is I don't really know, but I'll bet you he gets it again and again, which means I'm not going to be able to dodge it next time when we're engaged in melee, which means that we're going to lose this battle horribly, if that's the case. So here he comes, giant disgusting pus bag that he is. I have some gun units positioned behind my lines to try and help out a little more. I might throw this unit a little further over here. I'm trying to make sure my guns can shoot monsters from behind the line, monsters and cavalry, but we don't necessarily want them to get engaged by something that punches through the line. I'm going to actually take all my infantry. Defensive stance, defensive stance, defensive. Okay, good. Let's go defensive with Grombrindle as well. I got to keep an eye out for that bombardment. There may not be much I can do about it. Like, the reaction time has to be excellent. I wish I had long-range artillery. That would help me a lot. I'm going to push fast forward, but I'm going to keep right on top of the pause button in case I see that bombardment pop up. I would imagine it's coming back sooner rather than later, and if they position it well, we are in a world of hurt. Because I'm assuming that it's going to absolutely wipe our army out. Alright, the Goblin Hewer is getting started there. Hopefully, yeah, that's the bombardment. Yeah, we're gonna lose like everything over here. Yikes, there was no way to dodge that. That's just wrong. I love that he gets like an ability to just delete like half of the map there. Okay. Grombrindle has his work cut out for him out there. He is in very deep doo-doo. The Goblin Hewer is almost out of ammo, which is really kind of bananas. It's a little bit disturbing, like how quick it'll use all of its ammunition and not accomplish a significant goal here.
Kill them!
Well, we are definitely losing, as I kind of figured we would. But let's see what we can do with what little life left that we have. That toad dragon is immensely powerful. Like, immensely powerful. And Grombrindle, to his credit, I mean, he took a tremendous beating out here and did better than probably any other of our lords would have.
I shall!
So let's make these guys pay for as much as we can. Not gonna be much, but there we go. Well, we're gonna have some problems stopping that dude. We're gonna need a fairly significant army. But you know, we've got a few issues. Like, we're overextended with not enough armies, so we're extended out in a lot of directions, but not enough armies to cover it all. But at the same time, if I don't extend out, I don't have any territory to take, and I don't get new money, which means I have even fewer armies feasibly, so we've got to do our best to just kind of balance it. I might be able to, for instance, like, attack here and then force a peace with these guys, at least for the time being. Let's see. Yeah, Grombrindle's wounded. I'm not shocked. I mean, everybody that was in that last battle was dead or wounded. Let's go ahead and go back in and take a look at this army. So, can I get these guys to give up for now? Almost. Very, very close. If we could get rid of a couple of wars for just a little while, that would help. This army is in behind me. Let's go take a look at our diplomacy. Let's go to quick deal.
Undefeated.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of them are interested in a peace treaty at the moment, so we're gonna go peace through strength. So it is what it is. I don't expect the Chaos factions to give us
Malakai Makaisson.
easy peace treaties. I'm wondering whether I should bring Malakai back to face Tamurkhan, and try and just, like, maybe lose a couple of these far-flung settlements, but try to, say, like, fortify Karak Doom, where I have a bit of a stronghold, and say we have a bit of a stronghold here. It's quite a few settlements to potentially lose up there, but the airship would be way better in helping us defeat Tamurkhan. I think I'm gonna do that. Because we just kicked Archaon's butt, I'm gonna start moving back this direction. I don't have any recruiting buildings here, which is gonna be a bit of a problem. We're gonna need the ability to do some recruiting. So I'm gonna get prepared by building that recruiting building, and then we're gonna upgrade the main chain here. And we'll pour a little bit of money into recruiting. Well, hang on, where did I put that? Recruiting building at Karak Doom, Tribe Slaughter. Okay, yeah, Tribe Slaughter's further back here. So we'll see whether we can get any recruiting done. I also need to get this army out of my midst. Some of our areas back here have a little bit of defense, but probably not enough to stop an army like that. Plus, we need to retake those settlements. What we could do is take Thorgrim and just go ahead and wing back this way for now. Because if the World Walkers retake a little bit of this stuff over here, it's really not the end of the world. Like, it's not a big deal. I might be able to make some money off of that one real quick. Construction, money was for infrastructure buildings. Let's go ahead and do that, because dwarf main chain buildings take a long time to build. We have unassigned skill points for Thorgrim, the Grudge Bearer. And we have a hero not moved. He was going to be a part of an army, but not now. I might... We have a garrison here. Certainly not a garrison enough to stop this fat pig on his dragon. But we could recruit a demon slayer here. The fact that Grombrindle got beat up as quickly and as relatively easily as he did is a testament to just how strong that Goon squad, including Tamurkhan, was there. I mean, and you all saw the damage on that toad dragon. It was obscene. So he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. A force to be reckoned with indeed. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing a, I don't think I can actually recruit much here. Yeah, I doubt we can recruit much here because we just don't have much money. I could get a couple of infantry units started, might as well. Again, whatever we can put together, we're gonna try and make some choke points to just slow down any progress, and we'll turn this around over the course of, 5 or 10 turns here would be my guess. All right, yeah, Norska's attacking us further here and taking some of these settlements from behind my lines. So we are gonna have to turn Thorgrim around and come back and undo all that. It's annoying. All right, there's the Age of Reckoning that we've kind of been waiting for. Let's go ahead and begin that, because I might get some decent units out of it. And if so, I can use that to build my armies quickly and put us into a stronger position. I'm gonna go into a force march and just come back this way as quick as I can get that way. So we're just too far extended away from our territory with all these Norscan factions supporting their chaos overlords. Not great, but hey, it's units that we badly need, and they don't cost us any recruitment. They will cost us upkeep, but they're not going to cost us any recruitment, so certainly a win there. Like I said, whatever we can put together over here to throw against our enemies would be good. Let's take a look too at the Forge. Let's go to character runes, and we've got oh, this is where we recycle stuff. Character runes. This versus large missile resistance. There's some really good ones if I remember right. We don't have enough oath gold for them. All of these cost more oath gold than I have at the moment. Yeah, all of these are real expensive. I don't have enough oath gold to strike these. If we had more buildings producing oath gold, obviously that would be a benefit. Something you can focus on harder if you're playing this campaign, should you feel the need. However, if I had focused hard on the oath gold buildings, I would have had to focus less on, other buildings that have been helping me here too. So there's not really a free lunch. You can just decide which direction you're going to spend that. I've been using my oath gold on research. You can certainly use it to forge those runes, and some of those runes are quite good. And you'll get good mileage out of them. Sigmar's Ward, let's do that. The missile resistance. Okay. Alright. So, I had started building some recruiting up here, and we could step out of this province to recruit from this building, because we can get quarrelers out of it, and that's what we're going to want. So I'm going to start building that so we can get quarrelers. In the meantime, if I take a look back down here at this army, just throw in a couple infantry units just so we have something to kind of bolster the rakes, and then we have a pretty sizable garrison here. So again, at least it's something while we have huge grudges against Tamurkhan, which is good. We'll have fun settling those grudges. All right, not a whole lot else I can do for now. We kind of just need to end our turn. We're probably going to lose some more settlements sooner rather than later. I was correct in that assumption. During this turn-in, the Great Skull Lakes has been attacked by Tamurkhan, the Maggot Lord. He is a filthy maggot, and he will be treated as such when the time comes. All right, I actually ended up ending 2 turns there because there just wasn't much going on other than some recruiting and me moving armies into position. And look at this, Tamurkhan has come to attack my settlement, and it says we're going to win. And the thing is I saw how strong he was. He's attacking our settlements. Settlement battles suck because the settlements have been designed to favor the defender, because there's like 600 routes and 10 different passages you have to guard at the victory point. So I don't like these. They're boring, they're long, the maps need redesigned. I don't really want to fight this. I do want the opportunity to kill Tamurkhan, but honestly, if the auto-resolve is going to give me a victory here, I would love to see that in person and get the sweet vengeance that's here, but defending the walls won't go well. We're going to fight all those chosen, which means I just kind of have to fall back, and then he's got that bombardment. And if I sit back in a blobbed formation against that bombardment, we're just going to get wrecked. So again, they're handing me a victory here. I'm going to take it because I don't see it the same way that they do. But we're going to take the money and the oath gold here. We didn't get a lot of oath gold, but we will have gotten a lot of grudges settled over that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch positions with Malakai and this army. I'm going to send this army to the province north to guard against Archaon. And I'm going to bring Malakai's army down to destroy Tamurkhan and take his territory for our own. Also, during the last turn-in, I laid a trap. I noticed Throgg approaching his old territory, thinking he was going to retake it. I laid an ambush, and so they apparently saw us. There wasn't an ambush, but we have a great opportunity to destroy Throgg here. We will go ahead and play this one. Throgg's host approacheth. I'm gonna do a little bit of shooting here, but they do have some ranged units that are gonna be a little bit dangerous to me. I'm gonna start targeting Throgg. He has two Werekin, Skinwolf Werekin, yeah. I don't know why that name escaped me there for a moment, but all these annoying horsemen, I'm gonna just kind of back off of and let my range units deal with them more effectively because they are really good against gyrocopters. They're an excellent defense against gyrocopters, in fact. So we don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna let my grudge rakers get a little bit of vengeance for me there. They are trying to work around my flanks with the... I'm gonna actually push these guys up just a little bit more here so I can get them into range, and then we'll kind of just guard back here as well. They are surrounding me with a tremendous number of skin wolves. Alright, I need to back up Thorgrim maybe just a touch here. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. And I'm gonna unleash the Zufbar 42 pounders here in just a moment. Thorgrim is getting lit up pretty good here. So hopefully that'll land a shot. They're a little bit slow to come. There we go. Got a good hit, good hit, good hit. Alright, I'm gonna pull these grudge breakers back just a little bit. And let's take out Throgg with the Goblin Hewers. Okay, I'm gonna send those Slayers over there, send the Slayers in. And then I'm gonna switch to Grape Shot and start targeting these Hunters and other units back here. I've got my Copters kind of safely back over my own. Oh my gosh, the Goblin Hewers annihilated Throgg. I mean, just destroyed him. Those things are kind of annoying because they're such close range, but man, when they lay into a target, it is pretty unreal what they're able to accomplish. Their Skinwolf Werekin got away. Wasn't thrilled about that. Let's just go. Oh man, that Grape Shot's opening up now. Again, we're not going to have great range on the Grape Shot, but it should be effective. We have mostly driven back our enemies. Let's pop our Copters out here to help finish off that flank. We've got a lot of wolves, other units still over here on this flank. I'm going to send some help that direction. Don't want to lose my Slayer units. Alright, and I believe our Goblin Hewers, of course, probably going to be running a little bit low on ammo, as one would expect. They use their ammo very quickly. Probably going to get some friendly fire with them, but they do so much damage that it's kind of worth it here, because how quickly they can just dispose of an enemy unit. Like that one right there, he's getting wrecked by axes. He's gone. I'm going to try and finish that Skin Wolf on the way out of here. My cannon got rid of the units that it needed to. Let's switch to standard shot. See if we can pop that wolf on the way out of here. I was hoping that my engineer would fix him, but he's healing. So it's making it difficult to finish the job there. I need to get my dragon... Nah, they're dead. Darn it. We lost the dragon-back Slayers right there. That's not ideal. So now I gotta replace a unit. I don't really want to. If I would have pulled them out of there a little sooner, that would have been the smarter move. And then right now, we're getting shot at by their stupid Hunters back here. So I'm gonna turn my Quarreler Great Weapon in that direction and make short work of the Marauder Hunters. Kind of surprised their army just keeps coming back for more here, because they are pretty well beaten. Like, I don't know what hope it is that they're leaning on here. Hope has left this army quite a long time ago. But I expected it to be, you know, a somewhat interesting fight, just because of... Switch to Grape Shot. Pop those guys real quick. I don't know if we'll get the shot off in time, but if we can get a Grape Shot volley over here into this spear, that would be great. It takes the cannons a while to reposition sometimes. By the time they do... Oh yeah, we got a volley off. We might get one more. Yep, there we go. just gonna try and put some of these guys to their death on the way out the door, which to me is never a bad idea. There we go. I'll tell you what, those Goblin Hewers are pretty good at dumpstering single entities. These guys didn't get a ton of kills, but they got good value, both of them. I'm kind of curious what some of my other units managed to get done, like the Grudge Rakers. They did pretty good too, like all things considered. Hammerers are just kind of a constant disappointment for me. They just don't do great, and same thing with the rest of the, I mean, most of the Dwarf Infantry is kind of bad. Now, of course, at this point, if you made Dwarf Infantry really good, it would probably be obscene, because they've got so much firepower now as well. So I don't think that you can just come in here and make Dwarf Infantry really good. We're going to have killed a lot of enemies in battle. Look at that global recruitment capacity +1 for killing Tamurkhan. And then we got a hero capacity of +3. Wow, that is a really good collectible there. We picked up a Tormentor Sword as well. Oh, that was a big victory. Grombrindle is now ready for duty again, and we can place him back into this army. Place him with Grombrindle.
I am the White Dwarf.
Okay, I wish we got Grombrindle's little, what do you call it? The dilemma thing where he gets to pick how to make units stronger and stuff. That would be great, but we're not going to. So I'm going to start moving that army north. I'm going to keep moving this army south. And I do need to replace a cannon in this army, and I'd like to do that before I forget. Those cannons are just gruesomely effective at this point, so I do want the cannon. So let's see whether I can replace it. I'm pretty sure I can. Yep. So there's our cannon. Get that from the airship. And with Thorgrim, we're going to need to continue moving back towards our home territory here to kind of retake it. And then along the way, we can pick up Altar of Spawns and Winterpire. So we might as well do that. I'm going to do a little bit of replenishment again on the way through here. We're a little bit short of supplies and units out here where we're at, which is not great. When I think about what we've lost here, we lost a Slayer. We've obviously lost some Dwarf Infantry as well. I could get a Slayer, but it's going to take me 2 turns. I don't know that I want to sit around for 2 whole turns at this point, if I can help it. So I might just go ahead and recruit a couple of standard Dwarf Warriors there and just try and keep pushing with Thorgrim's army. Let's go to this, and with our Engineer, get the Barak Bar Handshake, Sharpshooter, Ammunition Increased Range, Anti-Infantry. That should be helpful at sniping little units on foot. We got this other Master Engineer, and they could be fighting up against Chaos. Again, Grudge Rakers, not amazing. It is kind of fun. It's a little harder to position, but it is kind of a good time. Let's go with increased mobility, because why not at that point? All right, and then this army, I don't think there's any of this stuff we want to recruit at the moment. I really need to get up to here where we're building a little better recruiting, and we're gonna keep heading south with Malakai. And then while we're here, I mean, I could build some of these buildings to help us with better global recruitment. We could get access to organ guns and stuff too, which would be really cool. Casualty replen rate is usually never a bad thing, but we're already replenishing rather rapidly. I'm going to sit on some money because we got a lot going on here. The Forbidden Citadel is going to be struggling. Not a surprise here either. All right, we're getting attacked by Chaos Rebels, and it says we're going to lose. I've only got 3 crossbows, and they've got this Metal Wizard. And the Metal Wizard's pretty good because he's going to have some nice bombardments, but some of their infantry, Warriors of Slanesh, Warriors of Tzeentch. I mean, it's not going to be a pretty fight, that's for dang sure, but if I camp in the corner, we might actually be able to win this. I couldn't go full corner camp because there wasn't actually a corner, which was a little bit of an unfortunate circumstance. I'm going to target units without shields and vulnerable units to start with, and then we're going to work on trolls and other units that can do armor piercing damage. I'm not going to waste my arrows into the sword and shield type infantry yet. These Khorne Marauders, for instance, are quite vulnerable. Yeah, you can see there, we're going to kind of get after some of these units for just a second. We're getting bombarded on by enemy forces. And I'm going to reinforce all these positions. I'm going to target the trolls real quick. They should be an easy target. Extra units out here. All right, so I'm gonna fast forward, see what happens. If we can't kill these units fast enough, it'll be bad for us. But if we can kill them fast enough, obviously it'll be very good for us. So I'm gonna try and murder as many enemy units as quickly as they can be murdered. So I've got my crossbows working away. I'm gonna fast forward so you don't have to sit here for literally forever. These bombardments are annoying. All right, here comes the trolls for seconds. So let's give them a second dose of death. And now I'm going to start working these marauders over here because they're easy targets. The halberds should be fairly easy targets as well. So I feel like we just got to kind of work away at some of these units, break their leadership. Their lord is not doing great in that fight, but I'm not really doing great in this fight either. Fire or what? All right, we routed their lord. That's good news, but we were running low on ammo, which is really bad news for us. All right, yeah, we won. All right, sweet. That's a good thing, because we didn't have a whole lot of ammo left. Okay, I'm going to just take the money there. And that should be about all I have time for in this episode, but we defended that settlement. Again, not a huge deal, but kind of nice for us to not give that up, that rebellion, because we're already, you know, suffering a little bit right now in terms of want of money. Just kind of is what it is. This army, like I said, is going to have to kind of stay back here and keep an eye on the front with Archaon. And then Malakai should be able to push on ahead, so I'm going to do that. We'll come down here and we'll rip into Tamurkhan and start taking some of that back. And then this army was able to recruit those 2 new units. And we're going to keep the pressure here on Throgg's faction. It's going to kill us. I can't let it kill that stuff. It's trying to kill off units that I don't think we have to get killed. So I'm going to have to fight this manually, but I don't have time to do it this time. So we will do it next time. Hope you all enjoyed this one. HeirofCarthage signing out, and I will see you soon.